Can you share with us more about the book that you wrote, One Mind? Now, is One Mind your latest book?
Yes, it is my latest book. It's been out a couple of years, and it goes into this idea that our minds are linked together. There aren't any boundaries. You can't separate, at some level, you can't separate one consciousness from another. So the entire book looks at the ways in which we are connected and the reasons why we would even say something like this. Actually, in my business, my end of things, medicine and the associated fields of psychology and psychiatry, people have had a hard time with this. One of the reasons is that in medical school and even in university, if kids have any exposure to biology and the hard sciences, they're just brainwashed with this idea that consciousness is produced by the brain, and so your mind is confined to your cranium and your body, and it can't possibly operate beyond the confines of your body. The problem with that is that the evidence shows that that isn't right. If you go looking at experiments that show that people can exchange thoughts and complex mental images and from one side of the planet to another in a field called remote viewing, you find that people can share complex thoughts and images and so on, no matter how far apart they are. There are just thousands of experiments looking at telepathy and clairvoyance and remote viewing and so on, which shows that this is just the way world works. So what the image of consciousness that's coming out of all this research is that you can't put one mind in a box and separate it from all the other minds out there. And so we're coming to realize that at some dimension, minds do come together, and that's why we call this the universal mind or the one mind, because this is just the way things are. I want to add that, spirituality is a direct result from these images, because we now know that that idea of oneness and unity is the most basic mystical message that the great spiritual traditions have to share with people, the feeling that you're one with everything.